Welcome back to Just Probably NASCAR 4th Gear Racing. And we're today that the last video we have just done here in Circuit of the Americas. We're done here for almost every track on floor number 1. And right now we're going to be at for some sort of like this thing as well. So I'm not sure that we're going to be going around here. We're already done in Daytona, Darlington, Richmond, and probably Homestead, Miami, Talladega, Bristol, Kentucky, Sonoma, Watkins Glen, Atlanta, Auto Club, Charlotte, Michigan, Bank of America, Roville. I'm probably nothing that we're just going to be doing this for, like Yeko, Dover, Food City, Texas, Martinsville, Nashville, Indianapolis, Phoenix, Circuit of the Americans, New Hampshire, Kansas, and Las Vegas. So all you have to do is going to be using for the 2019 race, and probably we're going to be going inside of the actual Daytona road course. And we guess this is Daytona 2017 and afflicted to the road course itself. And from now, let's just going for the number 49, but not itself. We're going to be using our custom cars. And we have just done here for the number 23, Bubba Wallace. So, looks like it's time to go for 4 laps. And probably I'm not going to be very sure to do this. Let's just going to be taking on board. And I'm not going to be doing this for at once. Here we go. And probably we're going to be going on to the inside lane. And the car's acceleration is probably loud as well. So, and we're going to be taking a little bit to do this because unfortunately, that doesn't have any bug fixes as well, and that currently does not going to be making to do this anyways. So like I say, let's going to be reducing for the 30 frames per second and 118 miles an hour, just like the same speed of road courses. And I just gonna be mean to do this. What I just probably wanted to say, let's go for the 4 laps, and we're not gonna be making about for this 15 minutes of this video. Looks like this is the Daytona 2017, and we're never gonna be trying to see this. Looks like we're currently using on Bubba Wallace scheme for nothing about all. This is the 23 car, and that is absolutely the original scheme. The GCS car. Now we're seeing for this big car, the number 69 car over here. This is the bus stop, and we're not going to be hitting up this wall. We're quietly close to do this, but as you can see, about of this, most likely the final corner will be about to do this. This is going to be the final chicane. I think it is, and I'm probably to do this. That must be some sort of a 2019 speedway, because this chicane is a bad idea to do this, because something improvements is going on here that since 2019 regulations of the speedway. So we're going to be trying to slow down, and we're here for the first lap to do this, and we're just going to be surviving for 4 laps is on our way. And we're not going to be making to do this, but anyways, let's just going to be giving ourselves a go. And I just going to be pretty to do so, but it's a little bit for one thing it is. I'm going to be faster than the McLaren P1 that last time in 2017. Unfortunately, we're completely too wide outside, and we're not going to be making sure it won't be going to be very good as necessary. This is pretty necessary to do this in the road course 2019. This is the road course 2017 like this thing, and probably updates to something worse is going on. Here comes the bus stop. Looks like we're just going to be trying to decelerating as well. Finally, we're just going to get back into the throttle, and we're going to be looking onto the final chicane. Because as you can see into the final chicane, just like the outlap from the last time, we just did an absolutely a little bit disastrous. This is going to be a little bit disastrous like this thing as well. and as we try to slow down a little bit, we get back into the throttle and complete it into another lap. So this is going to be the lap number 2, as we're just going to get outside to do this and decelerating to do this. We're braking so late, and unfortunately, and we just didn't able to brake. We're so early right now. So looks like we're just down to 37 miles an hour, and braking is so much late to do this. So I'm just gonna be going to redo about this one, and then I'm not gonna be doing insanely to do for its good laps. So I started to get a little bit early onto that corner. So without the motorcycle course, we just started to get a little bit slower, and this is too early for this time. So it's gonna be getting a little bit all the way up here, and it's going to getting around inside. We across the yellow line, and we probably getting it for a very amount of seconds of penalty by doing this. So I cannot believe that isn't going to be making so much very stress, and that won't be going to be very yet to do this. So let's just go into slow down for a very amount of time to do this. And the bus stop, and another chicane. We're going to be doing this again until that must be the lap number 3. If I'm going to be passing through, then we just eventually corner cutting itself for very much, and we're not going to be very doing. And what about doing for just like a maximum attack? And this is pretty a little bit perfect about this new fastest lap. So let's try to be doing this again, and it's gonna be a little bit perfect itself right now. And so this is probably a little bit great. Let's start to brake a little bit early, and I don't really think it's almost so late over here on the braking selection. I'm not gonna be braking over here because I feel I'm starting to get a little bit drunk. And right over here into this selection, and probably we're not going to be hitting around of these curves. It's time to get a little bit something for the final lap. And down to 36 miles an hour. So it's going to be a little bit great. 118 miles an hour back to the itself. So we're not able to touch around of this yellow line, because I swear that we might able to have any penalties or something. So looks like we're on to continue to round up this course, because as you can see, that big car, the number 69 Fusion, is gonna be right over here. Into the bus stop we go. 66 miles per hour. We're just gonna be completely confirmed to do this. So this is absolutely a lap guide, and we probably to do this what is NASCAR lap time to do so, because not all over here we're doing this. We're gonna be doing this again for this maximum attack to do this one, and that should be probably it. That the final lap has been dropped off. Looks like here we go, and we're probably making sure I'm not gonna be cheating this once again. And it's a little bit to do this. We're not going to be flying high, or probably not to do so anyways. So before we're going to be end of this video, I think we're slightly a little bit late at braking, and this is probably not going to be doing this as always. This is not going to be the last part until more videos of NASCAR 4th gear racing will be on the floor 2 as well. Will be on the floor 2. Of course, that does not going to be making tours like this, and I'm not going to be very to slow down a little bit for just a 45 miles per hour. This is going to be getting ourselves a world record over here, and probably the Outlaw is not going to be doing this whatsoever. And because due to this during a live stream about this, and I cannot afford to do this, whatever we try to say. It's not gonna be over to the top, and we're not gonna be seeing around for this live stream that we cannot able to be starting for whatsoever. So still keeping on the throttle. Oh dear, we just completely late at braking as well, and started to get a little bit bad at road courses. And that will be the finish line for over here. And before I just gonna be stopping up this recording of this clip as well. So let's do this one more, and probably it's gonna be hitting around here and a little bit corner cutting itself, and just we didn't able to get disqualified for just doing this. Now it's time to get back into the pits right away. But as you can see, the player tab list, I'm probably not sure. No lap times available of this track without any corner cuts as well. So you're just gonna be going to screw it, whatever you want to do this, by the way. And because of the game updates, you will never be able to do that, because of this game abandons itself, and unleashed, I'm probably not sure that the game will be absolutely doing for another bug fixes of this game to do this, what actually we wanted to say. This is absolutely going to be the end of this video. We're throwing it back into the pits, as we all came to do this back as possible, to not to do whatever we tried to say. We open up the chat filter, and probably we'll see that is now. You still remember of this old chat filter about here in 2024 as well. And let's just give ourselves back into the pits and make it all the way into the podium. And what about some sort of a lap times as well? Because I didn't able to be seeing this either. And so that will be the end of this lap times over here. So we're gonna be wrap up for today's video, and over here, and that should be it around here in Daytona road course. So that should be able to be the end of for today's video. And because if you just like it for today's video of to do this, just leave a like and subscribe, and click the bell for some more like these things that I just jump off the vehicle, and even that I just completely jump on top of the hood as well, and we probably not sure that I just completely floating around of this, just like the invisible brick as well. I'm probably not sure that wasn't gonna be pretty real. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and this is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off, and the game is linked in description down below. That I'll be see you NASCAR fans all later.